Right now, somewhere on Earth, a perfectly healthy adult is sitting on a comfortable couch looking at a beautiful sunset and thinking, I wonder if I said the wrong thing in an email 3 days ago. You finally finish your chores, your bills are paid, the house is quiet, nothing is currently on fire. A dog, in this situation, would simply go to sleep. A house cat would curl into a sunbeam and purr. A capybara would achieve a state of absolute zen. Most animals know how to experience a good moment, but you are human. And because you are human, your brain looks at this perfect, peaceful moment and decides that something is definitely about to go terribly wrong. You remember an incredibly awkward conversation from 2018. You suddenly worry about the eventual heat death of the universe. Within minutes, a perfectly good afternoon is completely ruined by a sudden, invisible wave of generalized anxiety. Why? Why do humans possess this unique ability to sabotage our own happiness by simply thinking too much? The answer begins with a fundamental truth about survival. For nearly all of human existence, the natural world was an incredibly dangerous place. Survival depended on paying absolute attention. A deer only needs to worry about the wolf actively chasing it right now. A zebra doesn't spend its Tuesday afternoon stressing about where the lions will be next Thursday. A hawk doesn't lay awake at night agonizing over its hunting techniques. Most animals live seamlessly in the present. Humans do not. And that is because humans evolved a biological superpower, the ability to simulate the future. Our massive energy-hungry brains didn't just learn how to make stone tools or build fires. They learned how to run complex mental simulations. We can imagine scenarios that haven't happened yet. We can picture winter before the first snow actually falls. We can anticipate a predator's movements before it even strikes. We can plant seeds today because we can vividly imagine the harvest months from now. This extraordinary ability to project ourselves forward in time is the exact reason humans conquered the planet. It is how we built cities, invented agriculture, and launched spaceships. But this superpower came with a very dangerous side effect. If your brain's primary job is to keep you alive, it doesn't actually care if you are happy. It only cares if you are prepared. And how does a brain prepare for danger? By constantly searching for it. Scientists call this the negativity bias. Our minds are evolutionarily hardwired to notice, remember, and fixate on negative information much more strongly than positive information. If an early human ate a delicious berry and forgot where he found it, he missed a snack. But if he ignored the subtle snapping of a twig in the dark, he was eaten by a leopard. The humans who survived the ancient world were not the optimists. They were the neurotics. They were the ones who looked at a quiet savanna and thought, it is too quiet. Something is waiting to kill me. Evolution actively rewarded paranoia. The anxious ancestors survived. The relaxed ancestors became lunch. And so, over thousands of generations, we inherited brains that are essentially highly advanced threat detection machines. But here is where things get really interesting and highly problematic. We no longer live on the savannah. Most of us spend our lives in extremely safe, modern environments, entirely removed from apex predators. But your brain doesn't know that. It hasn't had time to update its software. It is still running the ancient programming designed to keep you alive in a hostile wilderness. So, when everything is quiet, when there are no immediate physical threats to fight or flee from, your brain doesn't shut down and enjoy the peace. It gets highly suspicious. Nature hates a vacuum, and a human brain hates a lack of problems. When it can't find an immediate physical threat, it begins manufacturing psychological ones. It reviews your past to look for social mistakes, because in the ancient world, being exiled from the tribe meant certain death. It projects into the future to imagine worst-case scenarios about your career, your relationships, your health, your finances. Your brain takes the incredible, planet-conquering power of human imagination and turns it entirely against you. You ruin good things by overthinking them because your brain is treating a moment of peace as a vulnerability. It is trying to solve a problem before the problem can kill you. This is why silence feels so uncomfortable. This is why you feel a sudden drop in your stomach when things are going just a little too well. Your brain literally doesn't know what to do with with safety. When you ruin a perfectly good moment by overthinking, it isn't a sign that you are broken. It isn't a tragic character flaw or a personal failure. It is a biological feature functioning exactly the way it was designed to function. You are experiencing the echoes of an ancient survival strategy. Your mind is desperately trying to protect you from a leopard that no longer exists. Understanding this doesn't magically make the anxiety disappear, but it does completely change how we see it. The next time you find yourself spiraling into endless overthinking while sitting safely in your living room, you don't need to fight it. And you don't need to feel guilty about it. You can simply recognize it for what it actually is. It's not a warning of impending doom. It's just a very old mechanism working very hard in a very new world. A hyperactive defense system built by a species that survived against impossible odds. We overthink because we survived. And sometimes, realizing that your brain is just aggressively trying to keep you safe is exactly what you need to finally let it rest.